What's up, guys? Today, just got finished watching X-Men Apocalypse. I know I'm late. Don't give me crap. Where do I start? Seriously. Where do I start? Where do I start? Where do I start? What the freak? Oh my god, this freaking. Ah! 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 This is gonna take me a while to calm down. Bryan Singer, what the heck? Seriously? Seriously? Really? 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 Okay, alright. Let me start from the beginning. This movie is literally the worst of the whole entire franchise. This truly is. This is the worst. How on God planet Earth do you screw up Apocalypse? One of the most feared, X-Men. No, I'm not even going to say X-Men. Marvel feared villains in the Marvel universe. How can you screw that up? How? This. Okay. This movie pissed me off so much. Apocalypse looks like a freak. He looks like they got done. He look. I can't gather my composure. I really can't. This movie right here was screwed up so much. I can't even comprehend. Yes. Lock the doors. That's what I did. I found the blind. We never closed the blinds. No, close the blinds. No. Okay. What about it? Close the windows? Yes. Well, actually, no, because that wants me to keep those windows open from now on. So everything's all locked and taken care of. This movie just and here's the thing about this movie. Usually, if it's bad, I will literally sit there and take notes. I'm not even joking. In my next video, I'm literally taking notes while watching BVS. Okay? I'm not even joking. That's how bad BVS was. Even though certain parts I liked, which was Ben Affleck as Batman. Well, We'll get to that in a later video. For right now, this movie pains me. Okay, 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 okay. Okay. All right. This movie right here is, like I said, by far the worst X-Men movie they have ever put out. This is the worst. Okay, let's talk about the story. Let's talk about the story. So, as this movie opens up, it talks about the origins of Apocolypse. At that part, the movie did feel a little sluggish for me. For me, it felt a little sluggish. But and this movie is killing me. It is absolutely killing me. It. Okay. So at the beginning of the movie, it shows what us X-Men fans know of what Apocalypse does very often is that he has a is that when he deals with Apocalypse, he has a disease that basically slowly but surely deteriorates his body. So it shows. So there were some parts in this movie that did show honor to the comics. So at the beginning of the for the intro for this movie, it showed on how Apocalypse, he's able to transfer his body to another body, and certain people were trying to keep that from happening, and that's how he was concealed, trapped in a tomb, and 5,000 years later, he's 5,000 years later, he wakes up and then has this idea in his and I'm completely out of order. I really am. I'm really am. This movie is so stressful for me. It really is. It because here's the part that really just I try not to think certain things I can forgive when it deals with comic book movies. Other things I cannot. I just straight up cannot forgive. Because if you're going to do a Marvel or DC movie, you have to show honor to the comics. That is a downright that I mean, look at Marvel. True Marvel. Marvel Studios. Alright, they're the ones that really show honor to the comics and everything. They're the ones that have been on top of everything when it deals with Marvel. Marvel Fox, though, that's a different story. So X-Men Apocalypse takes place, and this made me mad. I was mad when I heard about this. Is that this is going to be a younger X-Men, and when I heard it was going to be younger everybody, that's why I was like, no, just no. Okay, because what I know of when it deals with X-Men versus Apocalypse, it was a more experienced X-Men, and that's what I wanted to see because that's what they were. Because here's my thinking: is that that's what technically they were teasing us right at the end of Days of Future Past. So everybody is no Last Stand never happened. Whole bunch of stuff never happened. So this movie just disappoints me so much. And the worst part of this whole entire movie is that Apocalypse is short. He is the same size as of everybody, and when he grows, he doesn't actually grow. He grows in a stinking dream. What the heck, Brian Singer? What the heck? Seriously, you ruined one of my favorite comic book villains. You ruined it. You obviously have. You ruined it. You. And here's the thing. I'm not mad at the actor. I'm mad at Brian Singer. Because the actor Oscar Isaac, I thought he was fantastic in Star Wars The Force Awakens. And I really don't blame him much for what happened in this movie because he's a very decent act. He's actually a really great actor. It's just that in this movie, he looks like a Power Rangers villain. I'm not even kidding. Look at this. Look at this. Look at it. Look at it. It's painful. It's absolutely. Oh! And here's the thing. While I'm trying to watch the movie, each time when they show Apocalypse, I'm just like, what? Like, it's just. Oh. This movie really. And. I'm not going to be completely negative. Well, 90% of this review is going to be negative. 90%. There were certain parts that I did like from this movie, but I will get at those at like close to the end. But back to the stuff that I hated about this movie. Number one was the way the Apocalypse looked. Number two was that he didn't grow. He technically didn't grow like he's supposed to. And number three was that he was short. Apocalypse averages 7 feet. He's supposed to be looking over everybody. And he's shorter than Magneto. What the heck? He's shorter than Michael Fassbender. What the heck? Seriously. Like what was going through Brian Singer's mind? I just. No, they should have done. They should have brought back the guy that directed First Class. Because that kind of saved the franchise. Kind of. It wasn't too. It was actually pretty good. And then mix it with. Then have the other director from The Wolverine. That's what they should have done. But unfortunately, they didn't. Okay. Number 4. Oh, Bryan Singer. Another mistake from Bryan Singer. How on planet Earth do you screw up your own stuff? What other director does this? How do you screw up your own stuff? Oh, wait. Yeah. Forgot about that. And for some of y'all that have seen the movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. How do you screw up the Phoenix? You were the first one to do the Phoenix, and you screw it up the second time. First time you actually got it kind of right. But then the second time you screw it up? How? How? Please, someone in the comment section, explain this. If you've seen the movie, at the final scene, where they show the Phoenix, where they show Jean Grey unleashing the Phoenix, and right when Apocalypse is destroyed, she turns it off like a switch. Literally, like a switch. Like, what's I just watch. Just watch. It's like this. Oh, shoot. Wrong. It's like this. Oh, shoot. We're out of continue this video later. I'll see you later, guys. And shout out to the people over there in Japan and Switzerland. Peace out.